days, it'd be like 3 rivalry games. Over here on the channel, oh, there's one. You know what? It's great. Last Canyon, it's you. Ridgeline of you for a chance to finish the season with a perfect 9-0 record and a perfect record in They win this game, the region title outright. They lose this game, they may have to share that title with Ridgeline and Mountain Crest. And now we're tossing things up here for playoff seedings. So if you really wants to see their hard work pay night against the Ridgeline, Brady's dynamic back. He can with his arm and he's very dangerous. And they're a team that's starting out 2 their last 6 games. So tonight would be really fun out in Smithfield. It's Ridgeline at Skyview coming up.
They set up for you, the way you train. If you have to, someone else's move before. That's why I train with RIP 60. Power, speed, strength. If you train the RIP 60 way, you'll be able to do things you never thought possible.
RIP 60 features suspended rotation, the key to power, so your body is forced to stabilize and balance throughout your workout, engaging more muscles and building your core with every move. The secret is the rotational carriage, which promotes more muscle activity, allowing you to build muscle fast.
I train like the pros, and you can too. Get RIP 60.
Unlock the rewards of training the way elite athletes less than 60 for just so you results like these fast. And you can receive expedited shipping so you can reach your goal even faster.
Because you define you. RIP 60 training is the way.
The game of the week is brought to you by Health and Fitness. It's with Fitness Innovation. Cash Valley. It's Waypoint. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cash Valley. Lewiston State Bank. Strong and vibrant for over a century. Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Camshaft Doors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, what you've been LS coverage for your business. Your family store for art and Planet Intimidation. And only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile. You own the logo. We load stuff. All kind. And Cache Valley's television station for over 20. Well, Coach, you get that rivalry game behind you last week and get on to another rivalry game. All these games against in-valley schools, and like you said last week, there's a little bit of juice to them. What kind of things can Ridgeline do to your team to cause some trouble?
Well, they're really well coached. They're a disciplined team. They do a lot of things well offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game. But their quarterback makes a lot of plays on the ground with his feet, and he's kind of exciting to watch, really. You hope he's a little boring tonight, but and defensively, they're really sound on the defensive side, and they'll come at us in a lot of different ways with a lot of pressure. So it's going to be a great game, a fun game, but hopefully we can calm them down defensively a little bit and give it a shot to win the game.
Had a tough game against Mountain Crest, respond with that epic length of field drive. You had a tough stretch last week against Green Canyon where they did some good things and you put yourself in some tough situations. But both times the way your team responded to some adversity, it's got to make you feel pretty good. You want to see that before you get into the postseason. Absolutely.
Well, no, we don't want to see it necessarily, but absolutely. I've been very pleased with the way the kids have responded when things don't go our way. And that's good. That's resilience that we talk about. We harp on it as a program, as every coach talks about it, and trying to stay focused on the next one, winning that play. Those things are hopefully built on it throughout the year, and we'll just got to keep trying to get better at that. Ideally, we're not digging out the hole or have those moments we turn the ball over, things like that. So, but we're gonna try to put it all together tonight.
Last regular season game for you here tonight. How's the year been for you? Just, you maybe want to answer this question after the game, but so far, how's your first year been here at Skyview?
This year has been fun. It's been great. The kids have really bought in what we're doing. It's kind of emotional night. In some ways, last home game for the seniors, so we're going to recognize the seniors before the game, and that'll be fun. That'll be enjoyable to get there on the field. It's been a great year for us. Wins and loss, but it's been a great year off the field. Our parents, our booster support, our administration, but our student body comes out for all the games, and it's a special sight. I've had my family come out from California to watch the game, and then after the game when we sing the alma mater and we kind of get together as a family with the student body, with our players, with everybody, you don't get that a lot of places, so it really makes Skyview really a special place. Kind of lived up to all the things that I thought it was.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Coach, you guys got out to a little bit of a slow start, 0-2 at first, but you've been on pretty much a roll ever since then. You've been able to, move the ball on the ground, through the air. What was the difference, or was it any one thing you can point to?
I just think kids' familiarity with our offensive system and scheme, it was all brand new to them early in the year, and then we also, Coach Liv was new too, and he had to get used to our guys, and we had to make sure the guys were in the right spot, solidify our offensive line, and ever since then we've been a little bit more successful.
You look at this Skyview team, they look like a complete team. They have an explosive offense, they got a defense that can get side to side and up and down the field. What do you have to do to be able to be successful against them?
We got to be able to make sure we don't get behind the chains. We got to have good, first down execution, and then be able to put ourselves in position on third down where we can convert and just continue to move the chains. And then defensively, we've got to do our best not to allow big plays, force them to march the ball the length of the field, and then hopefully be able to create some of the turnovers we've been able to create this year.
Everybody's talking of you, but you win this ball tonight, share of the region title. Is that something that you motivate the kids?
Oh, absolutely. Time you're for a championship or a title, I think it adds extra motivation. We understand, though, our goal is region title, a little bit larger than that, but it's motivation. Play these guys need a lot of extra motivation. It's about our guys get really about this stuff.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Say the word. The word.
Spicy chicken sandwich.
Hello everyone and welcome to the back panels of the week, where tonight you plays host to Ridgeline, another Valley Rivalry game here, game of the world at Deloy Hand Field. Skyview playing their final home game of the it's senior night for the Bobcats. The Bobcats with 25 seniors on this squad, and I'm sure that has lent to some of their success. It's always nice to have those guys with a little bit of experience under their seat, so that they've seen some of the situations that they're in, and teams with more seniors usually tend to produce a little bit better team. Have they ever produced? 9. They're looking for their 9th win, 8 in a row. Most of those wins coming by double digits, only one by less than 10 points, and that was the game against Mountain Crest, that thriller out there in Hiram that we had for you. They marched 9.5 yards with just about 3.5 minutes to play in that game to win that ball on the final play of the game. Skyview will get a chance at the ball first. Ridgeline comes into this game. Winners of 3 in a row and 5 out of their last 6 after an 0-2 start. With a win tonight, they can grab a share of the Region 12 title. They're coming off in against Bear, where they hung on to win. 20 came from behind that one, and they are a team that's playing their best football of the season. You want to be peaking in October and November in high school football. So the last test region play for the Bobcats, they're one of the regular season. They win this one, they win the region title. Get that nuts seed to sit back a couple of weeks for a home game. We're underway field. This one at the 1 line. Wait, opening Stokes up to the 23-yard line, and that Skyview will take. It is Tanner Stokes. Skyview backed by Mr. Sidway. Sidway has been brilliant this season. He's done it with his feet and with his arm. Jackson, one of those 25 seniors, 6'3". He can send the ball around, stays alive in the pocket to keep going. He's a lot to handle as he takes the field. Cole Stokes in the backfield with him. Hard to read those blue numbers on those gray unis. It's not much easier for Ridgeline. White numbers on white uniforms. Sido sends a man, and he's handed off to Stokes. Stokes on first 5.
21 Stokes on the carry, gain of 5 on the play. 5 for the Bobcats.
Started the game in there, and he cuffed Trzynski on 4. 3 receivers side. There was Mason. Keep an eye on him. And they're going to look for falls down in the picks up Pottage. He's going to be just shy. Let's see now. 5. That's what he got.
That results in another step.
I think that was false there. You're announcing it was diagonal here. Now that was false. King again. Backfield is. Let's say step. Kobe Wilson picks up on his way. And Wilson gets 8, and it's 2nd and 2. Close 9 on the pickup. Stokes on the stretch. Stokes field for a 3-yard loss for Cole Stokes. You don't very often. So now it's 3rd down for Skyview. 3rd down and 4 for the Bobcats as Ridgeline defensively making a play, backing them up. Trevor Hobbs was in on that tackle. Good look at the senior. Sidaway is going to throw. Has a man in the shot, and he reaches out with the ball, but he's short. 4th and short. Yard. The punting team out there for the Cats. Let's see if they through with it. receiver. Back line.
Back to number 6, James Parker.
Do kick it away. Fair for and back. 19 actually place it at the box by the senior break. We talked about the senior view and seniors success. There's 18 for Ridgeline, so they've got a few of their own. Brady Stewart numbers on season 37 of 72, 5-4 yard, 14-point completion, touchdowns. That's for number 5 in the array. 10 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions. Lots of movement. Stewart Stern, and they give it on the little. Yeah. Ball's free. Got on it. Ridgeline. The guy views aggressive nature against him. Things going one way and go rain. Believe that way. The 7 area. These numbers hard to see. Actually, what? With the 7, and he was the man who was in motion. He's wide side. Stewart's going to keep balls on the Ridgeline on it. Quick pitch. And a big loss. A 2-yard loss. 7-yard. That'll go to Stewart on the it'll be 3rd. And Riverhawks have touched twice. They've fumbled on it themselves times. Put in the back. He's got 5 wide receivers. 3 men. Looks like it's coming for Sky. It will be 3 men. Short. Making some short gain. Picks up the 4th. Six touchdowns receiving season, 362 yards received. 4 receptions with 6. 8. Ridgeline 3. Low kick. Skyview count. This was 42. So that's about where the last Skyview drive, Peter. Sky back. 3 play for their no 121. The number 1 and number 2 seeds in the region will stay in playoffs. 4 go. Ridgeline loses this game. They're pretty much slotted into that spot. They end up at Ashford. Here's the give to Stokes. This is Tanner Stokes. Stokes still alive as he gets the more of this little water bug in there. Scooting in, found him on the ground. And a first down for the Bobcats. Dean comes to Stokes. Ski in. Digert far side. Lundahl and fall near side. Lundahl and Stokes. Stokes stood up, knocked down, pickup of 3.
Stokes 3 on the 7. Number 2 and touch passes. He's 24.
defense wanting them to shift over, and they finally do. You didn't. They had him in something, as there was some of the Ridgeline. Sit away, nobody to throw to. Now, dive away to the 25-yard line. A pickup of 18.
Today's pass complete to number 17, Jake Daigle. That's another Skyview.
Skyview on the move. No Skyview with their second possession under 6 minutes to play in the first. Tanner Stoke behind way, who's on center now. Two tight ends and receivers. Stoke, stop you. 3. Tanner Stoke.
Second and 7 for Bobcats.
So really, they just looked on the sideline. We've got 3 different sending signals in. One of them's the real 6 or 3. Or the other decoy. Sit away. Back in the pit. Ball in motion. And handed off at Stoke. Running behind it. For an little bit of one. Up another yards. Third. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Cats knocking on the door. Ball at the 16-yard line of Ridgeline. 3rd and 2. Give it Cole Stokes. Stokes comes out of there. 5. Yards. 3rd and 3. 4 carries, 60 yards for us. And the Bobcats are go down at the yard line. Actually, 5. 5 yards. 1st and goal from the 5. Stokes in the it off to Stokes. Opening turn 3. Holy hit. Close it. Pick 2. Second. Plays for you. So quarter. Of those 12 of them have been stacked beavers each side. They throw a slant far side. Nope. They keep it. He's sorts of. We only need worth though to get into the end zone. Touchdown. Sit away from 3 yards out. Skyview on the board first. Coles to attempt the KT. Way touchdown run, and with 3:12 to play in the first period, Skyview 7, Ridgeline nothing on the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
Something I'd say, huh? And then they again, and I'd say, never mind. And so an appointment.
Say the word.
He's a PhD, and I know the PhD. It was night and day, and then the hearing test was. I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I mean,
Back at Skyview High School, Skyview strikes first, 7-0 Bobcats after the 3-yard touchdown run from Sidaway. Now Ridgeline with another at it. 10 yards. Ridgeline out the that looked like it was. Fielded that, headed upfield, and Hayden Williams is a story in of himself. #1 in the state interceptions. 6 interceptions for Hayden Williams on the season. 6. That's a lot, folks. The split to the near side and receiver tight to the far side. They flip the formation and Stewart under center. They're going to hand it to Averett. Averett, not much. Maybe a yard. Second and 9 after the short game for Averett. Skyview deep has been impressive. Their offense, and I think their defense has been impressive. Here's Stewart. PO running past the pass. Complete. Gonna get 5. It'll be 3rd and short.
Pass complete to number 8.
Grab. 3. 2 minutes to play in the first period. 7-0. Both teams have had the ball twice. This is the second position for Ridgeline. They're looking to upset the Bobcats and get into the mix and get a piece of that region title. They fake the give. Stewart's going to keep it. Immediately lunging forward, picking at 3. Down. 3 and out of line. Their first 2 offensive. Really to write home about is the Skyview defense making things tough on it. I would imagine they just 4th down. Another line drive kick that'll go out of bounds near the 4th. The 4th last time when they started. 40 this time. Good field position again. Skyview off. Doesn't need it. Skyview had to punt first position. Got the ball back after holding Ridgeline to 3 and out. They were able to put the ball in zone. And the running game for Skyview has been on point so far here in the first period. 41 yards on 9 as a team. Giveaways 4. Pad for 30. 7 to play in the first. There's on either side. This is the formation they were in when Sidaway ran for the touchdown. He's going to run. Sidaway leans forward, hauled down after a gain of 9. Spot him back to where it's more of a gain of 8. Looked like he went down up at 39. They're going to spot him at the 48. Ridgeline trying to find Skyview rushing attack. 30 in the first period. Nothing. Sky again near. Turn and fake. Sidaway hit as he. This picked off again. Down. And that was the man. Let many get through his hands. Williams. He's the leader in the receptions with 6. And he had a prime opportunity. He had a lot running room in front of him. And he knows he missed a golden opportunity. He stood, was hit it through, was a little high with it, couldn't follow through all the way. Third down, 2. Wilson there. I think that Skyview's been so good on the ground, they might just plow forward and keep it on the ground to try to get this one. Wilson in motion. They're going to give to Stokes. Been able to sneak yet. Down and 2. One play Ridgeline did where they caught Stokes behind the scrimmage for a 3-yard. But since then, been trouble for Ridgeline to try to run. That's the end of the first quarter. Skyview on the board first. They lead 7-0 as we head to the second.
Finally got playing through knee pain. A surgeon, good things about it. Best choice I ever made. Doctor was great. Hospital. They presented my options, and they took decisions. That's the way it should be. That's what led to this moment. Look on Phil's face.
Before you of truth, choose a health plan that partners with the Mountain Star Healthcare Network.
Not bigger, just better.
7-0 our score here at Skyview. Skyview leading. Other scores of in this leads low. 7-0 Mountain Green Canyon. 8-0. Both of those games in the first quarter as well. So let's get ready to start the second. Stokes in space. That's addition. Stokes up 11. With a good of the run, running what's in the store in the early going for Skyview. $55 yards rushing that first quarter. That's on pace to 220. Under direction, short is intended receiver. The run away, and only a completion of the by the way, 20 touchdowns for the number 2 and number 4 and 4. Yardage 1,605, 209 game, 15 yards per completion. His average. He's 5 of 7 for 44 yards here tonight. We've just started the second period. It's 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to this side. I believe it's Drzinski and Dygert. Falsev's at the top of your screen. They're looking that way. Catch and look out. Move. Pylon free, but it's a big high view passing. Yards on completion. Just hit a move, and from there it was off to the races. Falsev's to the near side, giving the receivers a lot of room on those edges. They're going to give it to Stokes. Stokes waits, moves inside, and gets easy into the end zone. Touchdown, Skyview. 5-yard Cole Stokes. Skyview offense is humming. on, getting set to kick the point after. And now a flag, and they blow it dead. The back judge blows his whistle. Too many men on the field for Ridgeline. They had 12.
Legal substitution on the Riverhawks.
They're still talking about it. One guy ran off for Ridgeline. They're going to decline the penalty.
Penalty declined.
Now Stokes gets to kick it. Kick is true, and it's 14-0. Skyview on top early. 11:19 to play in the half, and it's the Bobcats out front.
Billy Goat Ruffians. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Give us a call at 752-9493. You'll be glad you did.
All fun and games so far for the Bobcats as they lead 14-0. They had to punt on their first drive, but their last two, 58 yards and 6 yards, both culminate touchdowns, and they've opened up a 4-0 on Ridge on the turf, and they just jump on it back of the 19-yard line, being the best baller, and jumps on covers the phone. Smart. And coming into this game 5-3, 7-1 in their last 6 games. The only loss rest. Skyview Mountain Crescent 2 long, third in the state. Skyview ranked number 1, and looking to get in on session for region title. At least of the Stewart throwing long for a couple by game. Has not been there. Ridgeline early. In fact, minus -1 yard rushing. They've only got 14 passing, and that 4 yards play. We just seen Stewart to one time picked up a couple. Gonna hand it off this time, and it's a short game. Fanny. No gain. So he's got 2 carries. Riverhawks with minus yardage in the rushing department. 0 for 2 on 3rd down, and here it is, 3rd and 6. 3 possessions, 3 and out twice. This 3rd possession, and it's 3rd and 6. Stewart rolls to his left, in trouble, backing out of it. Now he has some blocks, look out. Picking up the first down. Brady picks up on 3rd, and that can do. 33.5 down to the gauge line. Trail looking to get going. Wide to this side.
in motion. They're going to hand it to Williams. Williams tries to bounce it outside to usually move against defense. And it proved a bad move and lost.
Williams carry. Second the River Hawks.
Second and 11 for the Riverhawks.
Williams stop at number 4, Kobe Wilson.
Great season for Ridgeline last year, inaugural season. Not a bad one this year either. Coach Chris Howell has put together a couple of winning seasons in the early going. Stewart throws the out, across the 4, to pick up. Makes it a man down. That was 1. 2. See the well. White on white. It may have been more. More of the side, along with white, and Witt is at the top of your screen. Stewart looks inside, first down and more. Third down. It's a pick. 5-6. That was back to back for downs now. On made the review. Midfield under 8 play, half 4 to view the on the board. Picked up back-to-back for the first time now. We're looking for it. Get Lee out around the down, but not 5. Now coming to this Ridgeline offense. They got a little bit of something going. They've been completely stymied up to the point by the Skyview defense. Defensive and the head coach called the defense. One thing that's been impressive about the Bobcats defense, how well they tackle, they get kids on the ground. Still keep it. There's nothing there. Dancing picks up a yard. Trying to tackle a spastic. Oh my God. He's in. He's picked up a when it looked like he was going to get nothing. Now on the third down, they picked up 2. This one's third and about. Haven't heard from Witta. Well, he's 5 years. One of those players that just a lot of times will make a big grab here and there. He dominated a game. Yet you look down at the stats at the end of the game. Darn good one. Time out Ridgeline. You know, the first you've got, can't take him. Might as well use him if you need him. And Coach Howell says, let's talk about this one as they trail 14-0 with over 6.5. And they're 4-8 territory at the Skyview 40-yard line. Seeing him really take a shot deep down makes you want. Ridgeline's thinking right now we've got 2 players. This is 4-down territory. I don't know if it qualifies 4 down. If you turn it over on downs here and Skyview puts another bone, you could be in trouble. 5 receivers, 4-man wet out and incomplete. Look for it. Couldn't find it. Hand up. Flag. Bobcats had Sada wet and what popped him in the insulting. Officials are talking about. I mean, obviously, the penalty. Put your hand in the face of Skyview. Now, do you blow also for the Skyview guy in his grill and yapping it? Some officials will. Usually, they don't. If you can't take some, if you can't take a little bit of belong you. Personal foul. That'll back up 50 yards, back out the 50-yard line, and that's where the Riverhawks will have hunt from. I'm very near the sky crowd, and I don't know if you can hear them. A lot of them want them to the game. Not going to do. I'm sure they'll get on the sideline chat with these guys. Those emotions. Now punting from inside. Skyview territory. You're punting. The punter's 25. Takes away any thought of going for it on 4th as well. 4 is. Okay, it's on the turf. Pick back up. And good field position for the box. 40, 35-yard line. Lead 14-0 and the chance to board before half with 6 minutes to play. Taft's the 2-touchdown lead, and their offense takes the field again. 75 yards through the air. 60 yards on the ground. Balance. Christensen plays here. Called the play every school, save for brand new. Successful at it where he's gone. Abel Stokes down. Spent some time at Ridgeline side when they were talking to people. And in full disclosure, a couple of relatives that I helped for Ridgeline and had a chat with some of the other Ridgeline game. They were confident that they was Skyview. So far, Bobcats 5:15 to play in the half. They 14. And it'll be interesting to see, and I bring that up, but what the psyche is of the Red now after they find for something. They weren't doing a lot of talking. They weren't. Don't get me wrong. They weren't yapping about we're coming in here and winning this, talking about cash. It was just feel like we can play football with these guys, but they did know that they'd have to play very well. Number 1 in 4A, number 8 in the state. Second, when Stokes is in the battle with Sidaway. The sun's gone down and there's drop here in Smithfield. receiver, spread things, sit away. Out of the pocket, right. Off of his back foot, throw the ball back bounce. Sit away, dumped, been hit 4 times, hasn't taken a sack yet.
Pass incomplete.
The Ridgeline pass rush is one away from getting or making him comfortable when he goes. He's 9. 4. His last 5 minutes to play in the half. On 3rd down and 2. They're going to give it to Tanner Stokes. Stokes in space. Stokes spun around out of bounds out midfield. 9-yard line. And he picked up 3rd and 2. First down. Stokes 26 on 4 carries. Brady gets credit. At midfield, rolls right, steps up, wide open. Touchdown, Skyview. A flag in the backfield and another one. 40, sit away, real rock. Right now, it's a 50 down. Let's see if it stands. 2 flags on the field. I think sit away may have gotten hit late. They're going to pick up the 2nd flag and wave it off. The first late hit on Sidaway. Person roughing the passer. Touchdown's good.
Jackson put one way up. 2nd one. Roughing the 3rd. Touchdown. Sky.
Lundahl that caught that. He's 8th and he's got 8 touchdowns. It's 4th and 4A. And with the extra point, just like that, Ridgeline's in a 21-0 hole. 4:40 to play in the first half. Skyview all over the Riverhawks. Took Skyview 1 minute and 20 seconds to go 65 yards for the touchdown. A 50-yard touchdown pass from Sidaway. I believe it was Lundahl. Again, those numbers are tough to see, and he was all the way across the field. And they tack on the penalty for the late hit on Sidaway. Kick it from the 45, and it goes to the end zone. Ridgeline will start at their own 20 in a 3-down hole. Sky taking, they knew that Ridgeline problems. They'd have to play sharp week against Green County, and so far they have on point. Here's the giver favorite. He picks up garbage. Ball's free. He will head away. fumble return for a touchdown by the Bobcat defense. After a solid run, it was a 9-yard run, but then the fumble returned 29 yards. Skyview was short holder. Yay, we scored. Oh, I got a job to do. It's easy to get distracted when you're 17. PAT's good, 28-0. It's all Skyview here in Smithfield.
They would tell me something and I'd say, huh? And then they tell me again and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to it was, and then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really is doing. I recommend it to anybody, everybody.
Couldn't really tell the number of the player who recovered that fumble. It may have been number 3, Duncan. Returned at 29 yards for the touchdown. Now it's 28-0 Skyview. Good return and the best field position tonight for Ridgeline. They need to get something going, anything going. Not a lot of flags in the game. A moment to go. And then another 15-yarder against Weta. I don't think it's been flagged. There's 4:21 to play in the first half. And a huge hole now for Ridgeline. They're looking for Weta. It's intercepted. Intercepted at the 25-yard line by Christensen. Christensen back at the 1. And it's all coming Ridgeline. There's the flag back at 41. Nobody's up yet. Nobody's giving any indication on what it is yet. They've already picked up one flag. They're picking up that one. They're doing way off. That's very off. Skyve's 28-0 interception. They've got the ball back. See if they go up top for the sudden strike. Try to put away or Lundahl in motion. Nope, they're good to Stokes. Stokes! Foot rate! Yards for Stokes. 6-5 carries. Stokes. Views open on Ridgeline. Sit away with Lundahl. Throw it out to Lundahl. Yes, on first and goal inside 10. He's 5-yard line. sit away. We'll send Lundahl in motion again. Gonna give it to, looking for the end. Touch. He got him down there. Now they let him finish off the drive with a 6-yard gain. And the rushing attack hitting on all cylinders for Skyview. The entire offense hitting on all cylinders. Skyview has played a near perfect half of football, and they're about to go up in this ball game by 5 touchdowns. He is up at 35. Skyview is rocking Ridgeline's world.
That's why I don't like games. We're Planet
No gym no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness.
Williams back and White back for the Riverhawks as they are just stunned on the far sideline. They came in with some confidence, feeling like they could give Skyview something to think about. Been able to do it. 2 turnovers. The offense hasn't been able to sustain anything, and they 35-0. Ridgeline, if you're tuning in or you've seen them, you might think, oh, they're completely outmatched here. Well, really good team. Out of their last 6, they're playing very well. Skyview, they're just tonight with a lot of talent. And they're living up to their potential, that is for sure. They play like this going into the playoffs, Skyview's going to be beat. Stewart. Back to now he runs, that's a design, he's stopped. Hard loss. 5 for Stewart. Got loose up yards. Up been 2 yards, 1 yard, -1 and -11. Tagged on him on the pit. Wasn't caught. Behind his run. Receivers to this side. Williams is with as well. 2 to the far side, including Weta. Mora, that's the other receiver over there, and that's who has the league tackle. It's free. Ridgeline's put ball on the turf 4 times. One of them turned for a touchdown. That's the only who's recovered. And they're going to keep it with the Ridgeline. 9 yards. A completion Mora. 3rd down, 3, 5 on the night. Riverhawk. It's an interesting chess. Harry Christian, we mentioned, coordinator. Stu Howell, his defender at years. Stu Howell, the Ridgeline sideline on their staff. Chris Howell, Perry Chris, and he's the head coach for Ridge 3. Stewart wants it. Now he's going to down across. Gets out of bounds at the 45. He was going to huck it deep. Got the deep, just free, and he off again. Team to play in the hat. It's all Skyview as they lead 35-0. fake the Williams. He's forward. He picks up
23.
scrimmage. That
On the game.
34 rushing in his first on 10 carries. 7 yards on 6. Down line. We're going to give it to Everett. Everett looks for the edge from Mark. Bang, gain of 3-7. Timeout. Ridgeline. 30 in the half. 3rd and 7 coming up. Ridge hits the ball to start the second half. There's some they can get some points on them, but they definitely want to do that. Try to get sort of momentum going. But down 5 touches against Skyview. Is this defense and an offense that can put it in the end? That's all order. Ridgeline. Formation, Hawks. Stewart gonna get out of there with it. He's looking out to his running back. It's complete for a first down. For a first down.
Arizona first down.
Catch. Lots of time. Russian 3. Pain him. He breaks out of there, out of bounds with 6.9. Of course, they're looking for. I don't think we're picked up the yardage at all. Down and 10. 6 points to play. Possible you 2 plays. I think you're take out at the end. Wet as it your screen. Motion back. DeWetta. He's looking. This is last play of the half. DeWetta fakes the throw on. And he's taken at the 14-yard line. 10, but for Ridgeline, no point in the whole half. And the problem for them is that there's 30 points on the Bobcats dock. 35-0. Skyview over Ridgeline at the half. Watching Game League on Valley Channel.
Guys, round over the factory pizzeria, and especially now with nachos. When you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings, just mention this out and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The factory pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
Nelson. Press box. Caleb Nelson. Please report to the this year's Shine of the movements including The Journey Began, New World, Love and Anguish, and War and Peace. Under the direction of drum majors Alexis Audley, Sydney Anderson, and Kristen Seaman. The Skyview Marching Band. marching band. On the concession stand, again, you have now it's time to get on your feet for free State University t-shirt.
If you can't handle the big girls workout, the little girls gym is right across the street. Go ahead and play jumpity jump rope, hopscotch, or whatever it is that little girls do. If you work out, you can miss a nut, you cannot out. You'll be right now.
I don't like gyms. Well, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Only Wendy's can make the because some other guys use frozen beef from far.
That's 9,429 miles away.
Wendy's only uses fresh beef from ranches close by,
so we don't have to freeze it.
Then add 6 strips of bacon, cooked fresh in an oven, never a microwave. Tossed with plenty of cheese, without a single veggie to get in the way.
Aww. Proving once and for all
that only Wendy's has the bacon and the aider to make the Baconator.
They would tell me something and I'd say, huh? And then they'd tell me again and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And I was thoroughly confused. I had no idea where to go. There are so many options.
Say the word pass.
And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word red.
And I am here to tell you, it was like night and day. The minute I walked in the first place, but learning more about him, having him tell me a little bit about him and his qualifications. And I know he's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD. So I knew that he had spent many, many years and had a lot of experience. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. Very, very well worth it. And I would recommend Dr. Danes to everybody.
What's the word blaze?
Fire.
13 letters. 13 letters.
Fire.
Conflagration. Cover. We know a thing or two because a thing or two.
Give us some 529493. You did.
So hot. Hottie. Hot. 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 Bad. Hot. So hot. You guys want to
hot. That's so hot. That's so hot.
And that's why gyms. We're not a gym. We're fitness.
No gym, no lunks, just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Hi, I'm Sydney Barlow, a forward girls soccer team, to be a Wendy's All-Star. Go Bobcats! Kylie Griffin, I'm a forward girls team. I am honored to be a Go Bobcats.
To be one, your mind has to be one with your body. You're any kind of. I see the rules in front of me. I'm like, Felicia, this is what you got to get over. Here's a certain thing you have to do to conquer gold.
If the girl still, I don't know. At night.
Over matter. So even though my body's aching right now, my mind's gonna miss what's next. My sister, it's a passionate relationship. We go hard.
Felicia plays for Drinker harder than she would play anybody else.
It builds me up to where I want to be.
My father started us in tennis, he started us in track, and he even started my love for learning. He helped push it. Killed, was 9 years old. It's been 8, still hurt. He died in a void that can't be filled. The lessons he instilled in me, I wanted to push as all obstacles, areas in my way. I want to let him live me, let his lessons live on through me.
She doesn't let her circumstances define her, and she never has. She doesn't have to tell you that, she shows you that.
It's very important to be part of something that's bigger than you. I'm the president for the NAACP. We try to mend racial tensions in our world. We try to encourage civic awareness. My ancestors before me have done so much for me. They've done the race, and they've passed the baton. I have to continue that race for them. There's still work to be done.
On the Valley Pond, health and fitness with Wendy's. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cash Hospital, Peter. State Bank. And vibrant. Valley Electric since 19. Experience. Camp Chef, way to cook. SS Insurance, place insurance coverage for your family business, your family's toys, more. Fitness of low, no gym intimidation, and only $10 a month. Add that gorgeous you've always wanted. We load all kinds of stuff. Valley Channel, television stuff, over 25 years.
Back in Smithfield at Deloy, Hampton Track and Field. Colson with you on the Game of the Week Valley Channel on a chilly October evening. The waking up out of the north, and the Ridgeline offense has that win 35-0. Skyview, as cold as Ridgeline has been, Skyview has been that hot. 35-0, Skyview with the lead. Ridgeline got down inside the 30-yard line, but time ran out on them. They couldn't put any points on the board. They've turned the ball over twice, one an interception, one a fumble recovered, and run back for a touchdown. And looking at the numbers in this ball game, you can see that it's been pretty much dominated by Skyview, I should say. 47 yards rushing for Ridge the first half, 55 yards passing. So 102 totals Ridgeline, 280 total 50 yards rushing for Skyview between Stokes and Sidaway. 50 yards. Sidaway pass for 130 yards and a touchdown. And then 3 touchdowns coming on the ground. Sidaway hit 5 different receivers on his way to his 150 yards in the first half of passing. 200 yards total offense for Skyview's total domination. Again, felt like they could turn and that they could play pretty good football against Skyview has been doing everything right. They've made a couple of mistakes. It's been more Skyview playing that well. Ridgeline poorly. You've got to give credit over to the Skyview and Sky offensively. You know, more so than Ridgeline did this out of the other. Now they did fumble return for the touchdown, turned it over 35. I guess it could be 1-0. One thing Coach Rod off camera for Skyview after I talked to him before the game was last week's in the ball game late in a game where it looked like Skyview had it well in hand, and then he gets tackled, twisted around, hooked off the field. You can see the performance in the first half, but I asked the philosophy of how to keep players in there as Skyview kick off 20-yard line and return to 32 line. Ridgeline. That's number 1, not number 2. Bond made a tackle. It was and for Riverhawks that made the grab, run. Go back to what we're talking about with Coach Robin, how sides players home get to that this play. Stewart back to pass. Gets it. In here. Picks it. 50 yards. 18. Carry. So Coach Robinson said, hey, about it before. We like to tell kids, especially if we rotate kids in, this is when you're going in. You know, you're going to come in and you're going to play on this early in the season when fall slip out sometime. They're letting him know what's going to be going in, when they would be coming out, so it keeps the kids ready to go in the game, and it helps when they're going to be on the field that they can expect to see more on the edge. Cuts it back into the pass. 6. Asked him, did you feel like maybe, I'm sure your Sidaway's on the ground. Oh, I should have taken him off a play earlier, and laughed. And you always worry, you have to cover what you're doing in that situation and then stick to plans. I was listening to his Foley talking philosophy with him on getting kids in the field and kids engaged. Mentality snap mishandled by Stewart. It's down to pick it up and he's buried immediately back at the 40-yard line by Dean. Lost. And now, third long way. And like maybe Ryan had a little bit of offense going. Snap gets to Stewart. The defense is there. As soon as it up, avoid it. Down he goes. Stewart has to go up high to get that much. They're just paying. Now Now we break front. Goes out of the loss. Maybe 6 yards. 4th down. See you. There's your old run. Man run. Middle. Edges. Really coming after it all. They're field a little bit, trying to keep him hemmed in, and if he breaks out of that contain, they're taking off after. Keep him. That's exactly how I was Scott. Beat you with his legs. He has the ability with his legs. And it's 4th and 10. Must have 4th Ridgeline, and Skyview wants a timeout. It's a 3rd lead in the second. That means here in this second half, unless Ridgeline gets it under 35. Take a couple of others here in the region. I had a long shot. Nothing. Crest leads Granion. That one we had on the half. 34 time Bear River leads Logan. White goes in motion. Stewart unloads. Has Weta. Weta has the first down. He needed 11. And it's a down. Ridge 10. Wet. There he makes a play. Catches 6 yards for Stewart fakes the give, follows a pull blocker, and down and down yard line. Balls he was down. He's down 24 yards. Stewart. Now all of a sudden 41 yards. Carries. And after 4th down, conversion, Ridgeline, move scoring tape. Somebody gets hold of his leg, and he picks up a yard. I think we have this game. Penalty for a couple on Ridgeline. I don't think we've seen a penalty on Sylvia. It's Skyview perfect first. They pretty much have. Now they're bringing some heat after breaks the man. Down inside the 50. Fine. 10. And 10 at the 12. We're taking the opening kick in half. Looking to get points on the board. Stewart runs right into it. Still yardage. Close 5. Not big. Really shifty. quick. He's elusive, strong. Yards, 13 carries. He had 13 yards at the half. Back sides. More in motion. A throw. Loss of a yard. Dive away there. Might have been better off that one. Complete. He loses yard. 3rd 6. 7. 4.5 minutes to play in this quarter. Ridgeline had the ball the entire. In trouble. And he's sacked at the 15-yard line. A loss of 5. 4th down. Stewart side line to get the play. That's 4th and 13. They've already converted 4th and 10 on this drive. And Skyview wants the shutout. The players are on the sideline exhorting the fans to make some noise. Safety, not even high. Let's see the middle. They're looking for the middle. Let it trip for one of the leaders as he's making his move. Guy makes it over downs. We 20 feet to play. In the 3rd, Sky 30. Chance of the line. And 2 drives they've been able to get into Sky territory. They've come up with nothing. So we'll see this new offense. Coach Russ starts mixing in some guys. Going back to what we were talking about during that drive, about how we want to get going on the field. And that stagnation on they run out of this. In the first half, they ran away twice. Sit away, give him as he reads Stoke. Gain of a yard. Work Ivy player over on the sideline on it. Catch who looks like they're that's Andrew number 6 on the line. Looking up at the shoulder. That looks a player. He's out in space and he picks up a first down. Dean is 4. It goes 120 pounds.
That results in another Sky.
Looking at his arm. For Sky pass. Five to the quarter. Inside. But yardage there. Pick up a 3. 4 bought it, so looked like he was bottled.
So, 4 to the
cover the one resign off sides. It's the third accepted penalty. Ridgeline call a penalty all night. Skyview have one down for him. It's one play and a clock does move fast when it's. We'll make it for a running clock team. For that 30. Ridge chance to do it, but turned it over. Goes in motion. Quick hitter.
Number 14, that results in
with the sideline. Tanner Stowe on backfield. Ends. Lundahl goes into Stowe. Space. He's got it. He's down at the 9 for Skyview. A play. Not scoring in Sky.
I'd say and they'd say, never mind, and so an appointment to get a P.
The word.
It was like a hearing test was the thing that I think I would recommend anybody,
Back at Skyview High School, Wilson along last regular season game. Then the playoffs. After that, Sky tickets for sure. Skyview and Mountain Crest will be playing home games in the line. He's got a first down and 12 yards. Have home. Sky way of title 2015. 10 number 4 could be Mountain or Mountain Crest, and either Pays Mountain View, possibly Spanish. Just kind of look thinking it's Spanish or if they game and then they'd be heading down Fork. I think once they'll get a chance to play them. 6-yard gain there on first down. Give. This is a huge gain. Over 100 yards. He goes down at 15. A flag back at the 25-yard. First penalty of the night against Skyview with 10 in the nearly game. On Ridgeline losing this game, which it really is the direction. They'll either looks like Fork or Payson possibly, and that game would be on the road. Bear take on Orem. Payson again is number 1 in that region. Payson I don't think is going to finish number 1. Payson, we'll have Logan next week for you. Look at Payson be a team see in the playoffs against Mountain Crest or Skyview. Here's also they after the down far enough, it picked it up and down at about 4, and they end up picking up on that. For Skyview, still a lot of the regular number 4 out there. I mentioned he leads the tackle 44 with full. He and Christian both, well, come game, they both led the team interceptions, and they were tied for 4th in 4A with 3. And Christensen got an interception earlier, so that tie. Sidaway 5. 9.5 in the ball. The running this second is flown by. Lundahl to the near. It looks like fall to the far Sidaway center. Marks out. Cadence out and looks to the sideline on 2nd and 5. Step back. Got Tanner Stokes behind him. 2 tight ends. We're going to throw it for Lundahl. Away, but shirts. Couple. Now it'll be 3rd down and 3. Williams there for trying to slow him down, and then a bunch of other guys coming to help. $8 in the ball game. 35-0 Scott. Give in Stokes. In down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 9. You got 2 for 100. Cole Stokes is working toward that. He's still they're going to give it to Stokes against his Cole side. Down to about the 7. He picks up 6. It's like Tanner Stokes back into the ball game behind Sidaway. Now he's shit left side. They're going to have him. Still for an open. Doesn't ever come. He picks up about 4. 2nd and 5. 4. So 3rd and a long yard. 7 minutes left in the ball game. Cole Stokes back. We'll get a rest. Come into the well. Colby Dean head for the sideline. In there, getting some on the side. Give to Stokes. Line's trying to that ball. Let's see what bought it. Like to have enough down. If 4th and 5. First down. Stock to set the chain it again. 6:50. Scott first goal, the 3 possession of the second half. It started in the quarter, late in the third. Ridgeline only one possession in this half so far with a running. There's only 6 minutes left in the game. Sky scoring position. Assault down. Yards out. Ridgeline came into this game looking to be the sport. Skyview knew it. And Skyview was ready for it. And Skyview is going to be tough out in the tournament. Good a chance as any this year watching them play for them to bring back that hardware. 42-0, Skyview leading Ridgeline.
When I finally got tired of playing through knee pain, I went to a surgeon I'd heard good things about. Best choice I ever made. My doctor was great, but so was the hospital. They presented me with all of my options, and they took time to help me make decisions. That's the way it should be. That's what led to this moment. And that look on Phil's face.
Before of truth, choose a health plan that partners with the Mountain Star Healthcare Network.
Not bigger, just better.
The nights turn windy here in Smithfield as Williams returns in here to the line. Started getting windy closer to, and the wind picked up during the half, blowing north-northwest. And that wind's blowing the bus right into us as the leader. The rank one in very challenges. In fact, the only team that caused them any trouble was Mountain Crest, and Mountain Crest very easy beating the game. They put that Skyview to make offensively and came out winning that one, and even that it has been a steamroll running down a hot tar way. Skyview's look dominant in every game they play. As good as last year, the year before the year before, 2015, that was a good team. This team looks every bit as good as them. They've got where they need it, need every. Looking over the man, it's wide of the end. 4 minutes. Third and White, receiver at the bottom of your screen. Wetta's at the top. They've held Wetta in check. He's only got 2 catches. Right in the hands of the intended receiver. Had room to run. He had room. Another receiver block for him. That one made a chance to go the distance. It hit the receiver right in the hands. He dropped it. That's kind of the kind of night it's been for Rick. They've stubbed their toe on their own accord 2 or 3 times. But most of their problems have been caused by this Skyview team. Low kick with the wind at his back, and this one's rolled down 20. Still rolling as you get to the 15-yard line. Boy, with the roll, that ended up being a good kick. 20, 40, 50. Let's see. 56 yards and 55 3/4 of it on the ground. 56 yards and it rolled another 20 plus on the ground. Maybe 20. 2:40 to play. Ridgeline, Skyview looking to pitch the shutout. Ridgeline trailing 42-0, and they've had to punt Skyview's offense back on the field. And it's a lot of the backups now. They're kind of mixing them in one at a time and here and there. And it's a happy senior night in Smithfield. They'll have at least one more home game as they'll play a home playoff game here in a couple of weeks. 2 home playoff games if they win the first one. And they're getting the Gatorade. They're getting the Gatorade. And they're going to dump it over the coach if they can find him. Getting ready. Coach with Gator. They're sitting up behind Coach Robinson. Look at all the players are kind of huddling around behind. They're waiting. They're going to wait now. There's 1:45 to play. They set it down. One of the other coaches turned around and caught him. Jim Walker, the line coach, turned around. Last time a bunch of 16 and 17-year-olds listened to it. They're gonna dump that. The only suspense left in this ball game is if Coach Robinson's going to get the Gatorade shower. It'll be the ice bucket challenge. As cool as it is out here. Oh, they're taking it back. They're taking it back. They're not going to get him. Whatever Coach Walker said, they heeded. Down and 2. And no gain. But the Bats are going to run the team out because they're going to have to run away. Fourth and 1. It was 3rd and 2. They picked up 1. They'll have to kick it away. It's only the 2nd time that Skyview's punted the ball tonight. And they're going to let that clock run down to 15 seconds and then snap it. And hit one of the Bobcats. They're just going to roll and the clock keep on running. Stop after 2 seconds. They don't need to set it for a play, but there's still 2 seconds on the clock. So they got to get everybody off the field. The ball was still rolling. The players would let it roll. The official at dead. 2 seconds left. Now they set the ball and run the clock. That's it. 42-0. Skyview's 12 undefeated season Bobcats. Now the playoffs away. They're #1 now. Finish the season 1. The new season starts in weeks. Thanks for joining us at the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. We'll see you next time.
And to the end of your game with your Ridgeline 0, there's Skyview Bobcats 42.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, way better than Wendy's. Hospital. Lewiston, strong and vibrant for over a century. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Camp Chef, to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back missing. Insurance Bob Larson, personalized insurance cover for your business. The Book Table Books, art and Planet Logan, and only $1 a month. Aspen Dental, get that